Hi, I hope you're doing really well. This is Dan here, and today I'm just going to show you an example from my new book, Complete Fingerstyle Bass Technique. We're using octaves here, and there's a particular way of playing octaves that goes against that one finger per fret rule, which is this. So if you put your first finger lining up on the third fret of the A string, one finger per fret states that you put your second finger next to your first finger, then your third finger lines up on the fifth fret and little finger on the next fret. It's a very, very good way of playing the bass, okay? Now, in that sort of system, it would state that you play an octave, which is two across from the third fret and two strings down, so fifth fret of the G string. You would play that with your third finger, but you can see it was a bit awkward with my wrist. So what I'm doing here, so I'm just using my little finger for the octave, that's the fifth fret of the G string, and just relaxes things a bit, keeps my wrist nice and straight. And this example just uses octaves, but plus, when you're plucking, we've got alternate plucking going on here. Now, the longer middle finger is already hovering over the G string, and the index is ready to play the A string. And in fact, on both hands, I've got this concept, one finger in the future. So my first finger is fretting this C on the third fret of the A string, and the index finger is getting ready. But look, in both cases, that finger is ready to play the G string, and this finger is ready to play the pluck the G string. And that concept of having one finger always ready to play the next note is absolutely crucial in bass playing. Another technical area that this looks at is hand shifting. That's another thing that happens so much in bass, and it's just the way to get your fretting hand around the bass. It's just hand shifting. Now there are quite a few things going on, because to get notes sounding short and punchy like that, it's to do with how you pluck and where you pluck. I'm choosing to pluck over this P pickup I have on the bass here. The release of these fingers is incredibly important. You can't really see it very well here, but as soon as I have finished plucking the note, I release pressure. I don't come off the string, I remain in contact with the string, but I release pressure. That's what I'm choosing to do in terms of note length. In this case, I want to keep it nice and short, so that's how you control that. You just take the first few notes. I'm just shifting across. Thumb remains in contact with the back of the neck. So there I'm going fifth fret. You could isolate sections of examples in the book just to practice. So from there I'm going from fret 5, my first finger, jumping all the way to fret 8. Now this bass line comes from C natural minor. I would play that using one finger per fret in that situation there. Frets 3, 5, 6, 8, 10 and 11. You can just go up that playing octaves. That'll give you a good workout in terms of shifting and plucking and fretting. If you want to make up your own things to develop this, I'll put the backing track below as well as the PDF so you can check this out, as well as the link to the book if you want to check it out. It's got loads and loads more backing tracks and pretty much every technique that you need to get the foundations down. And what I was doing was in the intro, I was sort of getting into it a bit. So I was doing a little slide. So there, I plucked the D, 5th fret of the A string, and slid into the F, then played the octave. That was another thing I did. Ghost notes. I go into ghost notes in the book, but for now, it's just where instead of fretting, you release pressure, Remain in contact with the string. Preferably use more than one finger so you don't get a harmonic. You get that sound. So I'm going index, middle, index. There are loads of backing tracks in this book, and what I find is that when you're playing along to them, you'll want to make music up. You'll want to actually play something different, and that's improvising. So whereas it's a technique book, and this is a bit of a technique lesson, I always think it's a good idea to have fun with it, first and foremost, to work on your ear, to work on your creativity, and backing tracks is a really good way to go. Okay, one last cool thing, I can't resist showing you this. We're in the key of C natural minor. The pentatonic scale we can use is C minor pentatonic. So I'm playing that at the 8th fret. I'm going 8, 11, 8, 10 on the remaining strings. Slide up to fret 12. So you could be going. See how that fits? No, this is really nothing to do with the book. It's just something cool I want to show you. We're in the key of C minor, and so C minor pentatonic can work over that. This kind of thing, by the way. I'm using raking, I'm using rolling, fast alternate plucking slides. That's why I wrote this book, because complete expression of bass guitar comes from really having all your techniques down, and all those techniques you'll find in the book. So thanks very much for watching. If you've got any questions whatsoever, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll stick the link to the book below, and see you on the next video.